Guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we have 90 days of Fiancé, and this project focusing on people who live in US, and they sponsoring 1K visas for people who live abroad. So this way they can just marry them and be together in the US. Just to live legally, you have to apply for 1K visa, and there is not a lot of options, if you want to marry a foreigner. You have to be able to sponsor him for that 1K visa. So this is the pretty much everything you need to know before watching this stream or this reality show in general. So let's start with the main not even couple, because there is 3 people this time. It's like probably unique season because
my lovely wife Amani,
and together we live in San Diego, California. We have 2 beautiful daughters.
we have Matt and Amani, and who already have pretty strong marriage. They have been living for quite a while, and they have even kids. So they have a lot of already established. They have like pretty much everything they want, but they have something to introduce you. So let's see.
because I've never had someone that could balance me.
And BABE stands for boss ass bitch energy. I grew up in Tunisia. It's very male-dominated culture, very religious. I was 18 years old when I left my...
I want to interrupt it because, this stream not focusing on just stream you the entire reality show. It's not even possible because I don't want to be banned for copyright rights or something, so there is no way you can just be here for just watching the entire reality show, because it's not what it's supposed to be. So we have the Amani who from Tunisia, and she left her country when she was 18. What it says about her personality in general, she, with her Middle Eastern origin, has more conservative personality, or she was raised that more conservative way, because I also from Middle Eastern, I know how it's supposed to be raised in those countries, so it's interesting fact to know just about her
country to have a better life for myself and my family. But there is one aspect of our life that is slightly less typical. Here's Amani's here.
So we can see that the reality show is trying to bring as much as possible to keep viewers excited, and this time it's actually a throuple. I have seen multiple seasons before. I know that there were lesbians, there were gays, some different types, couples, and to see something like this it's actually interesting, because there is probably nobody else in this season who would have kept me watching it. Of course, there was some pretty interesting characters from previous seasons, but this is not up to point, So we can see the age gap between them, something like 6-7 years old between Matt, Annie, and Amani. There is like 1 and 6-7 years old age gap.
I am hot. I don't know for what, but I need help, please.
We have a girlfriend. We're a throuple, so you're emotionally involved, physically involved, mentally involved. A lot of people assume it's just a hookup. We know each other's children, so we try to keep it spicy and interesting. I identify myself as bisexual. I don't like labels. It just means I love.
And you know what? What's really important this time to mention, because I know that you want to just watch the whole thing, but I brought the most important moments about each of personalities, so you can say you can see something really important, not just the whole thing, because that would have been just boring, and it's not like the type of content I'm going for, So this is the first time we have been introduced a THROUPLE, and we see that since this reality specifically focused on bringing foreigners to US to make them legally eligible, for living there, and you can choose between different type of visas, and the only way you can bring as fast as possible is applying for, again, 1K visa. And this visa it's supposed to be for fiancé, so you can say like let's leave 90 days and then we can marry, and after we got married you can stay there, you can live there, but it's not necessarily that we should live together. Like, we should stay on paper like husband and a wife, but it's not necessarily that we live together as a family, So this is like a little detail.
All type of human. Relationship with Ani for almost a year now. We had a lot of fun, a lot of drinks, and we ended up going back to know each other. We met in Mexico at a club. She's funny and has a banging body,
Oh, yes.
like the full package. This is our first polyamorous relationship, and it's been really, really fun. It's like when we fell in love with her, we were falling in love with each other all over again, too.
Again, what they said, and from what they said, I noticed that something could be like fake, but something could be like completely real, because from the previous seasons, I've noticed that a lot of dramas just dragged, and some stuff pretty sure just fake, and the most fake thing you can like easily notice is something like the motivation and the purpose. Like if you already have your family, you have your kids, there should be something big, for you to sacrifice it or to put it at risk, So you have to be probably you have to be going for fame, or you're just looking for some type of adventure, or you can just wanna shake up your life. You can just step out of your comfort zone. A lot of things, of course, but the first and the main probably intention behind like participating in this reality show, for those who married, who already have kids, family, I think that this is like 100% for recognition, and probably they are driven by some type of, I don't know, become more, famous or something like they can make money this way or something like there should be something really big, for you to just put everything at risk.
We want to bring her to live with us in the US. Our only option is to get legally divorced, to propose and get married and build a life together.
How do you plan to bring her to the U.S.?
If by paperwork you want to call me a husband or a boyfriend, I'm going to be in your lives no matter what.
A lot of people out there in this world live in poly relationships. Is he doing this because it's going to make his wife happy? Or is he going to do it because it makes him happy? Is this more important than the reason you got married for?
And this commentary about the marriage and how you sacrifice it and how the reason you got married for is less important than pursuing love with a stranger from another country that you barely know. So friends seem to be pretty reasonable and asking those questions like, for example, if there is something really, if there is the reason that is more important than your marriage you already have.
Okay, but have you done like polyamorous relationships or?
Believe me, a lot of fun, several different ladies. But the thing is I learned that I became jealous. Those little private moments, those are the things that got me.
Like leaving them for 2 weeks to pursue love, Sometimes I'm like, why can't we just be like the normal parents? I would like to be kept in the known, like if you had any conversations with her that, maybe I wasn't part of, or like, I always see such.
And we're getting introduced to Annie, the third party, the third person in this throuple.
Puts effort into how she looks before she sees us. Because I know I do that too when I care,
My name is Annie. I work in the strip club in Tijuana. Pues ellos se tienen que divorciar para que yo me case con ellos. Mamás que tenemos este trabajo, somos mujeres muy fuertes. ¿Cómo estás, mi amor?
We can see that she speaks Spanish. She lives in Mexico. She has 3 kids. Her son 20 years old, her another son 11 years old, and her daughter 7 years old. And she got knocked up when she was 16, and being a single mother forced her to start working in the strip club. She's never has been in a relationship with a couple, but at her job she sees a lot of couples coming, so she probably surrounded by couples, people who married. So this is not like a surprise that they brought her specifically, because probably this is like the easiest target, in the first place. To participate in this reality show, you have to have reason, right? So you can find someone abroad and just agree on him participating, and this way you can participate, so you can bring him to US, and everything just happens this way because there's no other way you can participate. You cannot just participate because you married to US citizen. It should be a foreigner.
So I start working in the strip club. I'll go to my job. But when I see them the first time, I say, oh my God, Amani and Matt accept me with my job, with so many things in my life. My ex-boyfriends left me. He's my boyfriend, and she's my girlfriend too.
We don't really get to see each other that much because of our families and jobs. But when we hug and kiss, if feeling together again, like it never stopped.
All the
All
time.
the time, people look at us as a throuple. But you know what?
She like it. The people look at us.
She wanted to say nosotros or something like in Spanish, we, us. We can see her playful personality, how she actually different slightly. So we can see the more the conservativeness of this couple, even though they used to be with another person. They are more like modest, and like she's more like Latino, that type of person, probably more affectionate, more emotional, something like this. And we will see that throughout the season.
First woman we ever had a serious relationship with, and
I don't know, it's hard decision. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, let's go.
Jim is another type of hungry. Going to Ensenada.
Fun adventures.
We're about to spend 2 weeks together.
Okay, this is like the middle of the video, so I have to drag it a little because there should be commentary, otherwise it's not considered to be original content, or even content in general. And we're not gonna get reused problem on this channel anymore. So let's say they arranged like some type of hotel. They move in together, and this is like their first time since they met in Mexico on their vacation. And that vacation was just a honeymoon or something, like after their wedding, they spent some time together and they met with this woman. Since that point, there wasn't really any like face-to-face interaction. I mean, like real life interaction. It was only like online, and the connection feels kind of weird, because they trying to be like genuinely involved in this like relationship, but it feels like there was like a big gap between like since they met and like this point. It feels like the lack of communication or something like makes it a little weird.
My lady.
You go with me?
So I can get to know you more.
My brother, he think he's my boyfriend. You are my friend?
It's triggering to be hidden.
Bed? No.
We're gonna need extra towel.
What she said, that Annie, she is not yet introduced Amani as her girlfriend. She introduced her as a friend. So this is pretty much embarrassing, because you like, you are not closeted person, and you want your partner to be the same way. You have to be more sincere with your partner, and when your partner just hiding you from someone, it's of course just something that triggers you a lot. So I understand that statement, and this is pretty much like a problem from any queer reality show or TV show. A lot of dramas based on this type of problem, like being closeted or hiding someone from your family.
guys.
Oh, be careful.
I didn't know that. I thought it went all the way around. Copy.
Your hands. Your hands are busy, I could tell.
Read the mind of one woman, I gotta read the mind of two.
Don't get the point. It's about the communication. I just want to be treated with consideration. That's it. I'm just upset that he didn't tell me.
Is it cool or is it not cool? I'm so confused.
Okay, never mind.
The man is confused about how he was caught cheating on, but he was caught cheating on his wife, but actually he did nothing wrong because they agreed on free relationship or something, like they have all the rights to sleep with Annie, but she got upset because they didn't tell her that they spent night together, you know. So this like pretty much it's just, you know, it came out of nowhere because the problem was just dragged unnecessarily, and I think this is like just to create another argument and to give them more screen time, because it's, you know, it cannot be just every time positive energy. It should be something negative, because all reality show they based on something negative to discuss, to argue, to fight, and this is pretty much the same.
All right, let's just end this.
I'm lady too.
Just makes me feel like they're ganging up on me. I felt like I expressed myself and then got kind of teamed up on. I'm set up for failure here.
She had sex with Matt behind my back. She mentioned it because she thought it was worth mentioning.
I did the normal thing we do, and then all of a sudden I'm crucified for it. I get it.
I think so the man never understand this.
You seem happier than when we left.
Yeah, when I eat, I'm happy. This is your kiss? Oh.
You know, a lot of the
You know, the reaction of her, like how she gets, you know, grossed by this man, like how she actually feels embarrassing kissing him or something, like feels off. Definitely there's something you know, some type of secret behind this shit, and I felt it from the beginning. But you know, I kept watching because I used to watch a lot of like THROUPLEs from different TV shows, for example Elite or something, like where a lot of, you know, a lot of shit happens between three people. And first time I didn't really know a lot about like THROUPLE even exists or something. I thought that just the way you can just, you know, have fun and spend your time, and like over the course of my YouTube career or something, I learned that a lot of shit like already established, like, and it's pretty much, you know, popular, and I'm not even be surprised if they use this like to promote themselves and to create just, you know, hype around this reality show or something because of how popular this is.
The issues are probably because we don't have any guidelines on this.
Give Matt a chance to talk after we both talk.
Yes, please.
Is everyone allowed to have sex with each other without the other person's permission? I don't want to come off too strong. I don't want to come off too pushy. I don't want it to be that restricted. This is why initially I never wanted rules.
So what you're asking for is for permission.
For me, it's okay.
I want you to make me feel that you want this.
Does anyone know? Does your
Do
neighbor
you
know?
tell people you are in a relationship with us?
And this is the triggering point of the season, probably. Even though we have like multiple episodes, like 10 or something, and we even will have debates in the studio, and it will involve a lot of other members of this cast. It will have different interesting characters. Just trust me. We will see tons of different type of dramas between these people and another contestants, like contestants. For example, there is a guy from Turkey. There is a guy from Turkey who married or gonna be married to American woman, and he is pretty much he's reactive, he, you know, like affectionate again, and he doesn't really know how to watch his mouth because he say pretty much everything he thinks, and sometimes he says most embarrassing things. So I'm just looking forward to see how it plays out between this, for example, and him and any other contestant, you know.
I am done. Honey. Done with it. I'm done. I want to go back home. I want to go back to my children. This is ridiculous. Like, you can't turn her to a housewife. That's what's going on.
Baby.
And this is pretty much offensive. You cannot turn a whore into a housewife. This is what she said. This is what she meant. And I think this is so offensive. At the same time, she was just emotional because getting hidden and without even knowing that you got hidden, and thinking that if you come again to your loved one, you can see like how a lot that person has changed, but that person has never changed actually, because she's still hiding her identity. She's still stripping in the club, though. Like, this is not a problem for your family that, you know, they know that you're stripping in the club since you're a teen, but you being in the THROUPLE is all of a sudden it's just a problem, you know. And this pretty contradicts, like, those two facts contradict to each other, like how you can be still a stripper but you're ashamed of telling your family that you're in a THROUPLE, but they okay with you being a stripper. Like some type of, you know, like dilemma.
Why? Explain. Telling the world that you're taking period, and I have a problem with that.
She's open with all. She want all people is open with her. I don't work for you. I don't work for you.
I never said you did. Why would you
say
even
more
say
relax with me?
that?
I take care of my family. I don't need order from any person.
Where the hell did
I
Matt go?
don't care about him.
Well, that's kind of a
I will stay
problem.
with this relation for you.
I've been waiting so long to hear such validation from her. It really does suck when you're like, I don't know what the truth is anymore. He's the person she has sex with for the first time, alone, one-on-one, while I was not part of that. He's the person who she tells her family about. He's the boyfriend, and I'm the friend.
Your birthday's okay.
Can I please come with you?
Yeah, you come with me.
It's not our intention to come hard at you last night.
Hi, John Powell. So this, like, again, she's not ready to come out anytime soon. And what is gonna happen, I think that of course, before debates, they're gonna just, you know, make some type of drama out of this and put it like in the center of debates, like, and create some type of rivals between like that Turkish guy and probably them, because I can see how it, you know, playing out well, because it's pretty much entertaining and it will keep viewers like at least watching all the debates without it, like, you know, skipping through.
If I didn't care, then I would have been relaxed no matter what you said yesterday.
Relationship. I need to see her sacrifice the things that people sacrifice in any other normal relationship.
Asking for time, and we want to be able to give her that and respect that, but I can't wait forever. That's a lot to ask from somebody.
Show through your actions that you're in a committed relationship with us. All we want is you.
So this is pretty much everything from 9 episodes of this reality show, and we have left again 10 or more, like something, the huge part with debates probably left. And this season is specifically interesting because for me, because we know no other reality show that would, you know, like dragged that personalities together like in one studio and make them debate, like, and to create this like with different cultures, because a lot of people from different like countries put together. No one is married yet, but some people already married. Like, we have a family, and this is probably the unique season because they already married and they just dragged another person in their marriage, and they need to divorce to keep that person living in the US. You know, they have the only option to live with that person, and this is like the most probably extreme option, because after you got married, like, you probably went through a lot of shit, and then you need to divorce that person in order to marry another person to keep that person in your country legally, you know. So this is pretty much interesting, and the concept is still the same, but this unique, you know, circumstances make this even more interesting with this THROUPLE. And of course, I like the other characters. For example, like that Turkish guy is pretty much interesting. Sometimes he's too much fooling around, but, you know, his personality is going to be something really interesting, you know, especially this season. So I'm looking forward to next episodes, and thank you for watching. See you next time, probably with this reality show with more episodes or something else. Thank you. Goodbye.